So if you're going to be buying a condo, it's important to know what type of conditions to consider putting in your agreement of purchase and sale. Or actually, when you're buying any type of property, it's important to understand what your options are as far as conditions. Now, what kind of conditions, what kind of clauses can go into an APS? Actually, you can put conditions around anything, but we generally see three types of conditions in a condo purchase: a financing condition, a home inspection condition, and a status certificate condition. So a financing condition, I personally think, is important to include in an agreement of purchase and sale, especially in today's market, which is softer for condos, is that when you send a home inspector to go and look at the property, they're going to find things, and it's also going to allow you to negotiate that from the purchase price. The only time when it can really hurt you is if you're in a multiple offer situation. In that case, really an offer that has no conditions or as little conditions as possible is the most attractive. Obviously, price is number one, but conditions come in number two. Another condition that I frequently see is a financing condition. So that is a condition on the approval of the financing by the lender. This is 100% up to the satisfaction of the buyer in most cases. And this is essentially for the lender to find out what property is it that they're lending money on, and then to approve that purchase and that loan. Because as much as a lender is worried about you and your ability to pay your mortgage, what they're worried even more about is the property that they're securing their finances against. And the third condition is a status certificate. And this is for the lawyer of the buyer to review the status certificate. So the status certificate, as I've mentioned in other videos, is essentially the governance of the condominium corporation. So it talks about if there's any pending lawsuits or any current lawsuits involving the condo corporation, if there's a special assessment happening, or there recently have been special assessments, what does the budget look like? What does the reserve fund look like? How have maintenance fees increased? What's in the minutes of the annual general meetings? Essentially just like an overall overview of how that building's been run, because a condominium is essentially a corporation. It's a non-for-profit. They're not supposed to make a profit. They're only supposed to spend the money that's required to operate, but it is very much run like a business. Now, what conditions you choose to put into your agreement of purchase and sale is actually totally up to you and up to your comfort level. But as a real estate agent, it's my job to advise you of the risks of potentially not including certain conditions. But at the end of the day, you are the one that calls the shots and makes that decision. My name is Alex Vanetsky. I'm a Toronto Realtor for Remax Condos Plus. This has been another episode of Your Toronto Condos. Really appreciate it if you can give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I hope you found this video to be useful, and I'll see you next time.